Yesterday, I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So, 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC. She called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video.
Nigeria is in a delicate situation. Nigeria is in a dilemma. The video making rounds is concerning the youth copper in Lagos that referred to the president of Nigeria as a terrible president, and she was threatened by NYC officials, for referring to the president in that manner. What the girl said, the copper said, describes expressly the minds of many Nigerians. They are in a serious mess. The situation is not fine at all.
Why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because you want to start up a business and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it because the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. When is the government going to actually start working? Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth. But we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick and I'm so tired of this, and I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
Let me first of all look at what it means when somebody is referred to as terrible. What does it mean? It means the person is doing a poor job. It means the person's decisions are not working out. They are not effective. They are not turning things around for the good of his people. It means that the person has no ability to bring succor. In the context of leadership, a terrible president will likely be characterized by inability to effectively govern or make sound decisions that will help the public to thrive and put trust in the president. So if the president lacks the ability to govern, the policies of the government are not working effectively to turn around the lives of citizens, and then it is therefore terrible. Now, let me just give some tips. What makes a president terrible in a nation? Why can a citizen refer to a president as terrible? Number one, poor leadership. Imagine Nigerians are in difficulties. At the point of difficulties, tariffs are being raised up. Every 10,000 naira you send, you must pay 15 naira. Besides, Nigerians are paying darkness B, not light B, darkness B. That's what they are paying. Till date, we can't get even an hour electricity in the entire nation. Is that not terrible? Number two, ineffective policies can make a president to be terrible. Ineffective policies. One would want to believe that the policies in the oil industry by now would have made the oil industry viable and the citizens enjoying the positive effect of this policy. Things are in the retrogressive path. That is what we are seeing. Ineffective policies. Policies that can't create jobs for the masses. Policies that cannot address the economic situation that Nigerians are facing. If the policies are ineffective, the president can be referred to as terrible. Number three, abuse of power. When a president abuses power, the president can be referred to as terrible, using executive authority for personal gain, political revenge, or to undermine institutions of the nation, undermine judiciary institution and all the rest. The president can be referred to as terrible. Today, the political institution in Nigeria is insecure in itself. Imagine what is happening in Rivers State. Imagine what is happening in different parts of the country. Number 4, lack of integrity. Can you actually trust the present administration that it has actually touched the life of the common man, even in a village? Those who can are those who are benefiting from the government. Those who are benefiting from the government, they would definitely have every trust in the government because they are benefiting. Posterity would definitely judge us one day. How do we evaluate the government? Economic performance. Economic performance. Is there financial stability in this government? Is there job creation in this government? Now, one of the best way a government will thrive economically is not to employ citizens into its agencies, rather to create the enabling environment for citizens to create jobs for themselves. Enabling environment for citizens to create jobs, not the government creating jobs now, but the government creating the enabling environment for jobs to spring up. Each time I will always say that electricity, leave it for the next 6 months and you see how things on their own, Nigerians on their own, will definitely come out in different business dimensions. But government is killing that. The governments, they know this, that Nigerians, when you leave electricity for them, they will explode. They will definitely be economically stable. Leave that light, the electricity. The man who is the barber will do his job and also gain more. Economic performance. Now, you want to start your personal business, the environment, of course, the enabling environment is not there in Nigeria. To start even a small business, it's not there. And the copper is complaining, NYSC officials are threatening her. When will we stop to call what is white black and what is black white? Who decides if a president is terrible? Who decides? Is it the president? Or those working for the president that will decide whether he's terrible or not, he's doing well, that his policies are okay or not? The people, the citizens, the public, they decide that the leader is leading well, that the leader is good. It is the public, it is the people that will say that this president is terrible. The policies of this president are not working for the good of the people. Not what the president will prepare and deliver as a speech or a broadcast to the nation that determine the performance of the president. No, it might inform the public, but the public have that privilege of saying he has done well, he has not done well. If the citizens, those being led, are corrupt and not good, know that there is something wrong on top. There is something wrong with the government.
So guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible. 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI. I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. After 24 hours that I made a video, why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? NYSC, they have my house address and they are started calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening, and it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed and my bank account is going to zero and I still have to live every day. And I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation. And instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid. Why did you do that to Tinubu? Take down that video.
The copper, I want to tell you, Nigerians are with you. That's the truth. Nigerians are with you. What you have done, you have singled out the president that the policies are not working. You should do something that will help Nigerians, to live better life. I must applaud you for coming out. The NYSC officials, for you to have told the copper to pull it down is an indication that you don't understand the phrase terrible president. You don't understand. If you understand those words used will not come. If that person, that NYC official, understood what terrible precedent means, I don't think he will do that. I think they need to be educated more. They need to be educated more and understand, if you are a Nigerian leader, you've been traveling abroad, you've been seeing the good things, you've been seeing citizens of other countries doing well. The countries are doing well, having constant electricity, water supply, and businesses moving. One graduates and set up a business without any dependence on the government, and you come back to Nigeria and you don't implement all of that, even when it is within your power. Constant electricity is possible within a fixed period of time. It's possible. Nigerian leaders don't want to give Nigerians constant electricity. They know. Imagine BEDC taking care of 5 states and they are having epileptic electricity. And these governors, 5 governors, can't do anything about it. They can't do anything at all about it. And their citizens are suffering. They can't do anything about it. That tells you that something is wrong somewhere when it comes to the electricity issue. Something is wrong somewhere. But I pray that God strike every leader that does not want good for Nigeria. Every leader that does not want the good of Nigeria. I pray the power from above strike them. As long as you don't want good for the citizens of Nigeria and you are leading, the power from above will strike you. Unless you do what is right. Unless you do what is right. And once you do what is right, God's glory remain upon you. The leaders need to change. The Nigeria as a country does not need prayers. Christians have prayed enough. Nothing happened. The leaders need to change. The leaders are the problems. Those who are leaders in Nigeria are the problems of Nigeria. Nigeria is a very good country, but the leaders are the pitfalls. Imagine what Wike is doing with Fubara. You're in Abuja, enjoying yourself. You are also dragging River State. We have a good country, Nigeria, but we have bad leaders. They need to change. Our leaders need to turn a new leaf. And that is the only solution for our country to be better. Once our leaders entirely turn a new leaf, Nigeria will be a better place. The mindset of our leaders need to be changed. Once they can change their mindset, things will be better in this country. The copper, I must encourage you. Nigerians are with you. The world is watching what NYC will do to you. NYC, handle this matter wisely. What the copper said, the phrase terrible precedent, is not a bad one. Once you understand simple English, you understand what it means.